Yo, pull up, pull up, pull up, back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about what is trading. You might have heard people say before, like, yo, I'm a day trader, I'm a leap, or I'm a swing trader. I long-term invest in stocks, crypto, whatever it may be. You probably like, what are you even talking about, right? Now, look, that's what we're going to talk about. What is trading? But first, let's talk about what trading can do for us, right? Trading can be a financial freedom tool. When I say financial freedom, you can take that as far as you want to take that. If you just want to say, listen, my dream is to have my own clothing brand, but I need $10,000 for inventory and I want $10,000 for marketing, right? So I need $20,000 from trading. That can be what trading is for you financially. Or you can say, I want to pay off all my debt. I want to be able to pay my bills, live a comfortable life, not struggle, not have to clock in. That can be what trading provides for you financially as well. Or it can go a little bigger, right? You want trading to be what purchased you your first Lamborghini, what pays your kids' tuition, what makes you purchase your first $1 million house or whatever you want to buy. Trading can be that tool for you as well. Now, that's what attracts most people when it comes to trading. That's why most people even start to think about trading. But there's some other very valuable things that trading does for you as well. One being time freedom. Time freedom, I put it's your day. And the reason I put that is because it's literally your day. You don't have a time you have to work out. You can work out at the time you want to work out. You don't have a time to be anywhere. You don't have a time when you're able to eat brunch because you can actually you will have a brunch time because brunch is a certain period of time, but you can have brunch if you want. You don't have to say, oh, I only can have brunch on Sunday or on the weekend or whatever it may be. The time is yours. Another one, location freedom. Location freedom is the ability to trade wherever you want to. As long as you have Wi-Fi in a device, you're able to trade. You want to trade on the beach, you can do that. You want to trade on a boat, you can do that. You want to trade on vacation, you can do that. I've even seen people trade on airplanes. They bought Wi-Fi or whatever it was, and they had their laptops and they were trading. And lastly, family, right? This is one that gets overlooked a lot of times because, just to be honest, we're busy with our lives, right? Imagine you're at work 40 hours a week, getting home at 6 o'clock. Let's say you have kids or whoever may be at home. You probably have about 2 hours, 3 hours max with them before it's like, okay, let me, get ready for tomorrow, or let me do this, that, and the other, whatever it may be. And that's simply because you don't have the time, you don't have the financial freedom to not go to work every day, and you're tied to a location that doesn't allow you to be at home at hours that they might be at home as well. So trading can do a lot of things for you, and you just can take it as far as you want to take it. Now, what trading is not, it's not gambling. You're not gonna guess what's gonna happen. You're not betting. It's not like it's a sports bet. Like, will LeBron score 30 tonight or will he not? I don't know. Over under. It's nothing like that. It's not some luck thing that you pull together. You're not watching the news all day, every day to understand what's going on in the world. Now, trading is like buying and selling things to make a profit, right? When you buy when the price is low and you sell when the price is high, that will be a form of trading. It's about predicting how the value of something will change over time and then capitalizing on the difference in that value. Just like flipping any collectibles item, the goal is to sell it for more than you paid for it. The chart moves in an algorithm that you can study and you can learn. Now, trading, you see it every day, and you might not even realize, but you already know what trading is. Think of my sneakerheads out there, right? When you're trading shoes, what are you doing? You're buying a pair of shoes. Let's say you waited in line for, or we don't even wait in line no more. Let's say you got it from the app where it said, "Hey, you got it." You get the point. Let's say you're buying a pair of shoes. Your goal is to resell it at a higher price because you know the value of that shoe will go up simply because it's usually a limited number of supply or a limited edition. Who knows what it is? Something is very limited and everybody can't have it. Same thing with a Louis bag, right? For my bag people that are watching this, You know that Louis bag. Hold on to it for a little bit. And once you resell it, you ain't losing no money. You might be making money, right? Same concept. And for my watch people, you get you an AP, you get you a Rolex, whatever it may be, any luxury watch that actually means something, it increases in value over time. That's why we don't consider these things liabilities, they're assets. Now, a good question you might be asking yourself is what can I even trade? Right? I know you're not trading shoes, making all this money. You're not trading bags or watches. What can I trade? The one you're probably going to be most familiar with is stocks. That's like owning a piece of a company, a publicly traded company. So, for example, that's trading Apple, that's trading Tesla, that's trading Nvidia, Bath and Body Works, whatever it may be. That's what you're trading. Crypto, crypto is one that a lot of people get confused. I know it's the newest one in the market. People hear crypto and they're like, "Oh, Bitcoin." Bitcoin is a form of crypto, but there's crypto's the umbrella. You have Bitcoin, you have XRP, you have even the meme coins like Doge coins and all types of coins, Ethereum, whatever you name it. Those are all cryptos and those can all be traded. Lastly, Forex, the foreign exchange market. This is the one that really gave trading the bad name. And there's nothing wrong with Forex, don't get me wrong, but Forex used to have some type of pyramid scheme where it was like you sign this person up, and then if you sign three more people up, you'll get paid. And it was multi-level marketing. That's not Forex. That was a different form of Forex that wasn't actually Forex. But Forex is just the exchange in value of currencies, right? So, when you go on vacation, let's say I'm going to London and I come up there with a US dollar. When I go to London, I'm going to change my US dollars for British pounds, right? And the value of that dollar will be a certain value, which will give me a certain amount of pounds. Same concept, right? You're just exchanging and betting that the value of one currency is going to be higher than another. So, for example, again, I'm betting the USD, the US dollar is going to be worth more than the British pound within the 20, 30, or 2 hours that I'm holding this trade. That's what it is. Now that we got all that figured out, how do we trade them? Right? You trade them with a broker. A broker is basically the middleman for the trading exchange when placing a trade. You upload money onto your broker who will then give you access to place these trades. There's usually a small fee associated with it, but just think of that as somebody doing you a favor, right? They're giving you access to the sauce, and in order to get the sauce, it might cost you 6 cents or $2 or three, whatever it may be. But the fee will depend on the broker. Each broker is different, so it's always important to do your own research when deciding which broker you want to go with. Another way that I personally like to think of a broker, think of your credit card, or not your credit card, think of your debit card and your bank account. The debit card is that's the trade. The debit card is a laptop. That's what you use to place the trades. That's what you use to make the purchase. The broker will be your bank. So let's think of Wells Fargo, let's think of Chase, whoever you may be banking with, that will be your broker. And because you upload money onto your broker, the broker then puts money onto your credit card that allows you, the trader, to make actions and purchases using that credit card or that laptop. It's the same concept. A broker is literally just your digital bank. Now let's get to the good part. How do we start predicting these prices? How do we know when to buy? How do we know when to sell? You're going to be able to figure all that out through candlesticks. Candlesticks allow you to read the price action. Price will repeat patterns over and over and over again. I'm going to say that again. Price will repeat patterns over and over and over again. This is why you don't need to be smart to know how to trade. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need a high IQ. You don't need a high GPA. You don't need to graduate high school. You don't need to graduate college. You don't even need to go to high school. You don't need any of those things. All you have to do is be able to study patterns, be able to capitalize, and understand when they're likely to move in certain directions. Now, the part that's really going to begin to piece everything together. Let's talk about how we actually read these candlesticks.